Hi, I'm Georgette Farkas for Great Performances Catering, and we have more hospitality at home, specifically for summer entertaining and ways to do it with lots of flavor and easily and deliciously. So, what better way to stave off the summer heat than with some delicious chilled summer soups? So, we have one fairly classic, a watermelon gazpacho, watermelon Thai chili for a little bit of kick. So that's going to have watermelon, red pepper, tomato, a bit of cucumber, some Thai chili, some sherry vinegar, olive oil. One of my favorites, another chilled soup, is going to be cantaloupe. Cantaloupe with lime and lillet. There you go. Next, we move on to a savory soup. We're going to do a classic chilled cucumber soup, and we're going to garnish it with a little bit of dill and smoked salmon. It's going to be thickened with a little bit of yogurt, and one of the little tricks to give that soup a kick, plenty of lemon, of course, and just a drop of Tabasco. So for the cucumber, just a few things to keep in mind. Cucumbers can be bitter. So a step that you really just cannot skip is to peel. A lot of that bitterness is in the peel. So I like a heart peeler that's got a long flat edge. Makes the job fast and easy. All right, so we're going to peel, and one more step. It may seem like a lot, but in the long run, the flavor, the nice smooth flavor without the bitterness will really make all the difference. So we're just going to split this, and in addition to moving the peel, we're also going to just get out some of those seeds. Easy to do with just a simple teaspoon. One more step to keep in mind for the cucumber. I've actually blanched these in some salted water. I find you get a little bit more brightness of color, and again, helps to eliminate just some of that bitterness. Now, for each of these soups, so simple, they're pureed. You can do this in any number of ways. I like my immersion blender, so I just put it in a nice tall pot, something like a stock pot, a soup pot, even a pasta pot, and let it rip. So immersion blender. Of course, you can take everything and put it right into a traditional blender, put it in, make sure to hold the lid on tight. And then last but not least, why not use a food processor? So you can use any of these. As for the texture, the watermelon Thai chili gazpacho, I like to leave that one a little bit chunky, not too refined. A gazpacho should have a little bit of mouthfeel to it. For my chilled cantaloupe, lime, and lillet soup, that one I puree super fine, super fine. And if you have a few extra minutes, you might even want to strain it through a cheesecloth, and that gives you almost more of a chilled cantaloupe consommé. Really delicious. That would be a super refined version. Last but not least, for the cucumber soup, I would make that really nice and smooth, and what you'll find is adding in this will have an almost creamy texture. For the yogurt, I use good old whole milk yogurt, but you're welcome to use a non-fat yogurt, or if you'd like to keep it vegan, why not use a non-dairy version of a yogurt type product, and that would be vegan. But I go all out with whole milk yogurt, and then of course the garnish of a little bit of smoked salmon. The garnishes, I think, are really important, actually. The way that I like to serve each of these soups is by placing a bowl in front of the guest with a beautiful garnish in the bowl, and then to come around with a pour, a couple of things at that end, and just pour it just around the garnish. Keep the soup super well chilled. Keep it in your refrigerator right up until the moment you're going to serve it. Just pour it around so that that lovely garnish shows off. So here, for the cucumber soup, we have some cucumber, smoked salmon, fresh dill. For the cantaloupe soup, we have some melon balled cantaloupe pieces. I have some edible flowers, and I have some whole lime segments, so that's going to give a real brightness when you bite into a piece of lime. For the watermelon soup, I've just taken some of the watermelon, a little bit of the cucumber, and I have some lovely micro basil, both purple and green. So you can use what you've got. You've probably got some fresh herbs in your garden. You might have some edible flowers. The point is to have both texture, something with a nice, real bright crunch to it, and also some lovely color with flowers and fresh herbs, and a little bit of acidity. So for example, I might drizzle on just a drop of sherry vinegar before I finish. Here, again, just a drop of that fresh lime juice, and with the chilled cucumber soup, never enough lemon. Go to town on the lemon. So I'm going to get these pureed, and we'll be right back. So we've blended our 3 chilled summer soups, bright and fresh and full of flavor. We make sure to serve them super icy cold. A really lovely way to present them is to put in front of your guests a bowl with the garnish just like that, and then come in and pour the soup. So we'll start here. I'm actually going to give just a tiny drop, oops, of sherry vinegar. And when I pour the soup, I like to pour it just around. Whoop. That way your guests can enjoy that lovely garnish that you've prepared. So that is our watermelon Thai chili gazpacho. Now, for this lovely chilled cantaloupe lime and lillet, I'm going to pour just, a drop of lillet. Should be some for the soup and some for me. Need a glass of lillet right now. And we'll pour that chilled soup just around. There you go. And last but not least, we have our cucumber soup. This one is savory as opposed to the others that are a bit of a sweet and savory combination. So again, I'm just going to pour it right around so that your guests enjoy that lovely garnish. So again, 3 chilled summer soups, a watermelon Thai chili gazpacho, a cantaloupe lime and lillet, and then a savory soup that is cucumber, smoked salmon, and dill with a little bit of yogurt to give it some smoothness. So happy hospitality at home, wonderful summer entertaining.